Welcome back, everyone, to this next match on day 3 of the 12th Alliance Tournament. This is CCB Fozzie, joined by Elise Randolph once again, and this is Camel Empire versus 4th District. Camel Empire, of course, a team that everyone is expecting to do very well in this tournament because they had a great showing as Thingy in the last New Eden Open. 4th District with a huge tournament history, and they are bringing something really outside the box from 4th. It's what I assume is a Tinker setup, triple Proteus, Eos, Legion, Rapier, double Talwar. So one of these Tech 3s is going to be the Repper most likely, and I don't know how well it's going to work in practice, but it'll be interesting to see.
It is definitely an interesting setup. But meanwhile, Camel have a double Claymore, double Gila core with some Damps and just a little Griffin just chilling by himself and some Heretics to kill small tackle. These Gilas and Claymores are hand fit, so they're going to want to go in all up in these guys' business. And the match has just started now.
Yep, and we're seeing Geckos and medium armor maintenance bots dropped by the 4th team, so we're going to have to see whether that can apply much damage. Laddle in his Rapier is kind of moving forward a little bit, and already a Talwar off the field from 4th.
Yeah, no, this is not really good composure for these guys. These Talwars aren't getting any reps at all. Maybe the repping T3 is sort of separated, but these ships themselves are actually pulling apart from one another, which is not really ideal or optimal. As those 2 towers are dead, now this Rapier is taking a lot of damage from the Camel Deeps.
I'm really not sure what this 4th District team is actually doing here. They've spread out way too much for a normal Tinker team. The Rapier is now getting reps in, so the Legion is the repper for the team. The Rapier pulled back, but it doesn't look like... Oh, he's being saved right at the edge of structure in his low armor. But the rest
of the team...
Not
looking good, though. There he goes.
The rest of the team is out of range of that Legion, except for the Eos. The Proteus has moved up forward, and so did the Rapier, and that's why he wasn't getting reps. So in a Tinker team like this, when you have a Tech 3 as your only repper, the downside of the Tech 3 is that it doesn't have a range bonus for its remote rep. You have to stay close to it. That's why the bumping was almost very effective when Afterlife brought a Tech 3 repper. But I don't know what these 4th District guys are doing here, actually.
Yeah, they're definitely way outside the box. This is some new meta stuff going on that we're seeing firsthand. Unfortunately for them, I guess they didn't want to see this type of team because it's not working at all.
Yeah, Alexander's Proteus still not getting any reps. So it's taking damage, but it's out of range of the Legion, and so it just might as well not have any remote repairs on the team.
Legion is now charging in at the blistering speed of 300 meters a second to save his Proteus friend. But his Proteus is... Alexandra is not really gonna do too well here. I mean, meanwhile, the Camel team hasn't taken any damage on any of their ships. They've got like 5% of shield damage on one of their Gilas, and their Griffin took like just a stray shot once a couple minutes ago.
Yeah, it looks like so the drones are sitting on Zebos's Gila, but he's actually just moving fast enough that he's evading a lot of the damage, and the rep drones on him are pretty much able to keep him alive. The Scimitar isn't even having to bother.
Yep, so Draenor in the Camel Scimitar just came in, just pick up some loot or something, and the Eos was able to get some Geckos on him, but he's got armor or shield maintenance bots on him, so he'll be fine. He's pulling a little bit of range now. The Hubris is out of his system.
And now another Proteus is about to die and still doesn't have any reps on it. I have to imagine that maybe this was a collective mistake, that there was miscommunication about whether the team would move forward as a group or stay back, and that the Proteuses and the Rapier and the Talwars all moved forward while the Legion and the Eos stayed behind. But that's a really, really painful mistake to make when you're in a Tinker team like this.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, when you're playing in a match, like if you're just watching, you're saying, oh, it's no big deal. I can easily say, you can say which one you should shoot. But when you're actually in the thick of things, sometimes you double click in space, sometimes you just don't think about where your ship is going for a couple seconds, and then especially with a Tinker team like this, an armor Tinker, you can't just make those mistakes. Like it means you're dead, and this Legion wasn't even going to tank anything anyways, so even if they all stayed together, at least they have that going for them. They would have died anyways.
I will have to say I'm going to be fascinated to see the fits on these Tech 3 cruisers. The Proteuses are using 250mm rails as well as the drones, so they're not going to be tracking great up close, but they can apply damage pretty far. So it'll be fun to see the kill boards afterwards, but it is only now a matter of time. Camel Empire is going to mop the rest of these two ships up, and we'll get a probably total hell death win.
Yeah, most certainly. It's gonna come in the next couple seconds here. Maybe it'll be delayed a little bit. I see some Camel guys throwing out some cap charges and superfluous ammo just to loot the rest of the field. Maybe they're also really interested at what these fits were, because it's definitely some outside of the box new meta stuff. But 4th District are gonna have to shake this one off and just kind of regroup for next week. They're not totally eliminated. They've got at least a week left in them. They play. They play next week. The winner of our next match they play, or the loser of our next match they play next week, right?
Actually, no. They're going to play the winner of one of the matches from tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it'll be. We don't know. We're not going to know till tomorrow who they're going to face, but they will be in the elimination brackets next weekend. They're going to be up against the wall, and of course, this is a team with a lot of tournament experience, so they might be a pretty dangerous one in the losers bracket, but obviously not dangerous enough to knock Camel Empire down. Camel Empire with another very dominating showing in this match, and they'll be
this was a clean sweep.
And yes, with that, we're going to send you to some ads and be right back very soon for MIF versus Sleeper Social Club.